So, hey everyone. I'm going to be going over the skills catalog, which are the out-of-the-box integrations that IBM has to offer. You can think of the skill catalog as IBM's Apple App Store or IBM's Google Play Store, where we have out-of-the-box integrations that we partner up with, the hyperscalers and other companies such as AWS, Google, Microsoft, SAP, Salesforce, Slack, Twilio, ServiceNow, Oracle, and plenty of other companies. So this, we've partnered with hundreds of companies and have thousands of out-of-the-box integrations. And if you don't see an out-of-the-box integration that you guys use currently, an application that you guys use in your company, we are currently always partnering up with new companies on a monthly basis. So you will go ahead and see a new out-of-the-box integration that you would like to see. And yeah, so how does this look in practicality? So I went ahead and created a Salesforce workflow that I'm going to be demonstrating shortly. And you don't need to have any developer experience. This is all done with low code, no code technology so that any business user can go ahead and use right away. It took me, you know, 5 to 10 minutes to create and really a week maximum to really learn to understand and watch videos and get a true understanding on how this Watsonx platform works. So I've created, like I said, a Salesforce or Ask Sales persona agentic workflow, and I'm going to walk you through it. So I have get all accounts from Salesforce. Then I have get all the context from the specific account. Then I can go ahead and create a list or a group of prospects from those contacts. Then I would go ahead and generate an email using Watsonx AI. Then I would go ahead and send an email using Microsoft Outlook. And after that, I would go ahead and create a campaign. Now, how do you add another skill if you'd like to? I'm going to go ahead and press this plus icon. And what will show is suggested skills at the top. Of course, at the bottom would be the connected out of the box integrations that I have. Just to show you, for practicality's sake, on how easy it is, I'm going to go ahead and select the send a message from Microsoft Teams and add the skill. Then, if I don't like it and I want to delete it, I can go ahead and press the delete icon. And there we go. Now I'm going to go to actions and save. And that's how easy it is for any business user to be able to create their own skill flow whenever they want to. So how does this look from a IBM standpoint? So the reason why IBM had this approach was because of an issue called chatbot chaos. And chatbot chaos was derived from OpenAI launching ChatGPT to the world. It was a shot heard around the world 2.0, where companies and the everyday person was wondering, what is this generative AI thing? What's it doing? Is it going to take over my job? And you know, from generative AI led to AI assistants, and with AI assistants, companies were rushing to deploy AI assistants within their organizations, and employees were getting confused and frustrated because they thought that AI assistants can do the same thing that a generative AI chatbot could do, such as ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Anthropic's Claude, etc. They were thinking you can do the same thing in an AI assistant, where an AI assistant is tailored for a specific task. So it caused a lot of frustration, and IBM has a solution for that. And we had an approach using agentic AI. And what you can see here is with Watsonx, we have four agents, one for HR, one for IT, one for procurement, and one for sales. And, you know, we want to have this ability where we can go ahead and have the everyday IBMer go ahead and ask any question wanted without having to change open up new tabs or windows and just do everything in a single pane of glass. This was done by having a client zero approach that IBM has. And we have this saying at IBM where we like to drink our own champagne. And this is really important because IBM's client zero approach is using our internal technology to able to leverage it to go ahead and have real business impact as well as real business productivity on a day-to-day business, starting from day one. So I'm going to go ahead and walk you through how an employee at IBM would be able to use this Watsonx platform and how your organization can deploy it and be effective and see real business impact. So I'm going to go ahead and go through the HR process. And this is important because, for an annual enrollment period, it's stressful for both the employee and the HR department. If you are a married couple who has a kid, insurance is something very, very important, as well as a married couple whose kid is about to go to preschool, be exposed to the world. And usually that comes with multiple doctor visits. So being able to reduce their stress level in a matter of seconds and reducing the workload of HR and helping them focus on higher value tasks such as onboarding employees quickly, finding the right candidate with AI, and other tons of tasks that they need to focus on a day-to-day basis. So I'm going to show you and walk through that process. So I'm going to go ahead and ask Watsonx, what are my health plan options? And as you can see, it gave me 4 custom cards with the insurance plans that IBM has to offer. And this is done with custom cards through a Workday integration that we have. And if your organization does not have Workday, we also have the integration with Oracle Human Capital Management and SAP SuccessFactors. So now I want to ask it, I want to tell it I'm 44 or married. Well, I'm 44 years old, married with, and I have 2 children. What is the recommended plan for me? Now it's going to ask me to be able to give me a personalized health plan recommendation. It needs to know how many doctor visits I've been to. So I'm going to say I went to the doctor twice. And as you can see, based on the information I gave it, it recommended me the HMO plan. But let's say I made a mistake and I forgot I actually took my kids to the doctor a few more times. It would go ahead and give me the recommended plan based on that, even if you made a mistake. And as you can see, it gave me the recommendation of the PPO plan. Next, I'm going to go through an IT use case. I'm going to ask it, or I'm going to tell it, my VPN isn't working. And as you can see, it went ahead and switched from an Ask HR agent to the Ask IT agent right away. It was able to understand that I'm no longer asking an HR question. I'm asking an IT question. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. I'm having connect issues with Cisco VPN. And it's asking if I'm seeing an error message. And I'm going to say my error message is that my Wi-Fi isn't connected to the VPN. Now it's asking me, am I working from an IBM issued device? I'm going to say yes. And it's giving me 2 devices that IBM has given me, which is the Apple MacBook and the Apple iPhone. And this is really important because Ask IT is able to understand and retrieve my computer serial number and my phone serial number because it's associated with my user profile. So it's asking me if my device is connected to the internet. I'm going to say yes. Now it gives me these troubleshooting questions, which is really important because Ask IT is giving me the ability to empower myself, where if I'm going through these steps, I can solve my issue quickly and right away instead of having to open a ticket to the IT help desk and asking them and having to wait. If you're having an important project that you need to work on or an important meeting coming up, this type of delay and issue shouldn't stop you from being productive. So being able to use RAG, retrieval augmented generation, IBM has been able to use the documents we have internally and is able to use RAG to go ahead and find the right steps that are associated with me. So now I'm going to go ahead and say, no, the steps didn't solve my issue because I want to show you how easy it is to open a support case ticket. So I'm going to go ahead and press yes. I want to open a support case ticket. And I'm going to just reconfirm what my issues are. My Wi-Fi isn't connected. And there we go. Ask IT was able to go ahead and generate a support case ticket by using ServiceNow. And this is really important because you're able to go ahead and empower your employee. And at the same time, you're able to help your IT help desk by reducing the wait time and having the IT help desk focus on more severe cases that need their attention. So next, I'm going to go ahead and show you a Salesforce or a sales flow that a typical salesperson would use. And that's what I showed you earlier when I built it out. So I'm going to ask, or I'm going to tell it, list Salesforce accounts. And it gave me some Salesforce accounts that are associated to my profile. I'm going to say list contacts for Solera Dynamics. Next, I'm going to tell it to generate an outreach email to Emily. And there we go. We were able to go ahead and generate a tailored email to Emily at Solera Dynamics. So now I'm going to go ahead and tell it to create an opportunity. And I'm going to say the opportunity amount is 100 or 200,000. And there we go. It was able to finish that process. And this was done in seconds without having to open a new pane of glass or open a new window. Now, lastly, this is really important because sales leaders and professionals today face increasingly high pressure to maximize the time with clients and close more deals. Sales leaders are always looking for more ways to reduce time spent chasing down information and completing low value tasks. Watsonx is able to connect to external systems like Salesforce to be able to go ahead and surface personalized account and contact retrieval, go ahead and generate draft email content, and automate the opportunity creation process. And now I want to go and show you what the everyday procurement employee can do with this platform. So list current invoices or procurement. As you can see, it switched from the Ask Sales agent to the Ask Procurement agent. Now, I'm going to go ahead and ask it to summarize contract with digital devices. As you can see, it went ahead and was able to go ahead and give you the generated information using AI. This is a high ROI example because instead of having an employee be able to go through pages of legal documents, an employee can get a concise AI generated summary in seconds. This is a huge time saver for procurement teams who would otherwise spend hours scanning contracts for critical details. Now, lastly, I'm going to ask you one last question. Are there risks in the contract? And there we go. It was able to give me the risks that are associated with this contract. Instead of pulling information, the assistant engages in the reasoning process and it looks for clauses related to risk. which for procurement teams, this means faster decisions, reduced manual work, and better contract risk management. Lastly, I want to show you um, what we do here with IBM with your existing automations. Here at IBM, it's a platform. We're not here to tell you to get rid of your existing investments uh, in automations. It's time well spent and money well spent. So we want to be able to go ahead and leverage your existing technology infrastructure and integrate it within Watsonx. So within Watsonx, you can go ahead and import IBM Cloud Pak for business automation if you're a customer for that, IBM RPA. You can see UiPath as well as Automation Anywhere or Pega. And now, if you don't have any of these products and you have a homegrown built automation that doesn't have an API, it's a cool thing because IBM is able to go ahead and leverage generative AI to go ahead and create an API using Watsonx to go ahead and connect your internal automation into Watsonx. So this is all I want to show you from IBM's approach to agentic AI and how our employees use it and what we can do to help you empower you to use this at your organization. So I appreciate your time and patience watching this video. Thank you.